You're listening to the Feel Good Astrology podcast with Louisa and Munson. To request your personal reading, go to feelgoodastrology.com.
This is an update. It's an amalgamated update. I've recorded it in pieces around working with my children and doing stuff with my husband. You can see this picture of the beach behind me. This is where we went today, by the way. I live in Portugal. And the reason I've got this up is because this is the ocean behind us, and the ocean is very much Pisces energy. And so what inspired me to record these healing messages for you was, Saturn's moving into the sign of Pisces, Pluto is moving into the sign of Aquarius, and we've got Jupiter and Chiron together in the sign of Aries. And all three of them together are creating this upswell of emotion, this upswell of something to heal first, which is the Jupiter and Chiron. For us to express stability in some way from understanding how to work with Saturn, and then how we transform on a much bigger level over a period of months. So now in terms of Aquarians or the Aquarian energy, this is related to the second house, which is all about our money. And the sort of Aquarian energy will struggle with this a little bit because they're not so worried about money as a general rule, or those personal resources. They're much more about sharing money, and which is why I think the message of "you'll own nothing and be happy" has really resonated with so many people over these last 2 years. But there is definitely this feeling of, where is the value of life? Where is the value of living? What is my value? What am I giving back? What am I here for? What's my purpose? And so I do think, if as Saturn moves into the sign of Pisces, I think for an Aquarian person, you're really needing to focus on your value, what you're giving and what you're receiving, and not to take it too personally. There are other things going on with you, Aquarians, because you've had Saturn in your sign for the last couple of years, and it moving out will be a huge relief. However, you have got Pluto going in literally 20 odd days later. So that's bringing in another kind of feeling, and I will explore that as well. And sort of combine the message for you. You almost need your own message here, Aquarians. I think you need a bit of a boost. Okay, so Aquarius, I did say I was going to spend a bit more time exploring Pluto and Saturn, because this is quite a big shift that you're going through. I want to actually move to the current ongoing healing crisis that's going on worldwide now, represented by Jupiter and Chiron coming together. Now, they are showing up in your third house. Is to do with community. It feels like there's been a community hurt. And at some level, you have absolutely felt that community hurt. Maybe you identify with part of society that you feel is oppressed or has been treated badly. And it really, there's something in that really galls you, and it hurts you. And I see that as something that is making your life very polar. It's polarizing how you are within your community. It's creating a hurt, that you can, these are my kinds of people and they're not my kinds of people. It's creating this kind of tribalism that's really not serving you. And I feel that as you let that go, or recognize that actually, if you ask tribe A and tribe B why they're doing the things they're doing, and what's the real first fear that they're trying to avoid, you'll probably hear the same story. In fact, if you didn't know which tribe they belong to and ask them the same questions, what are you hoping to achieve? Without them even revealing what their beliefs are, they will reveal what their fears are. And everyone is really wanting connection. Everyone's wanting connection, wanting love, wanting to share, wanting to feel supported. And so it's really important that you lose that tribalism that's holding you apart from your fellow brothers and sisters. And as you do that, I really see that Saturn being in your second house of money and what you receive will be changed. You know, Saturn going through your second house, yeah, sure, it can help you grow money, but it can also help you really wonder about what value you're giving to the world. And of course, you will be thinking that while you're in this tribalist mind state. So I really see that the key for you in these next couple of years, and even further beyond, because you've got Pluto coming into your first house, is to connect the dots between you and others. Connect it, feel connected to the human community, not the ones you agree with, but everyone. See the humanity in everyone to the absolute core of your being, because also at a much deeper, significant level, the tribalism or the belief systems that you've been influenced by, they've come up because of a feeling of what's the word, where you have like two belief systems, you have a couple of different beliefs and they're conflicting, so there's been conflictions in you. So it's like, because you were conflicted, that's how you were able to be influenced to go one way or another. So it's like, bring everything back and it will be healing that part of you that's felt conflicted about something. Now, the chances are it's about your identity, like who you are and your value in life. And this is where Pluto comes in, because Pluto right now is coming into your first house. Now, Saturn's already been there, which has made you feel serious about who you are and that you want to make an impact and that you want to, I don't know, add something somehow. Now, as Pluto comes in, it's likely to change the expression of your identity. It's likely to give you a sense of power and strength, a lot of strength and a lot of anger, probably. Now, if you are feeling conflicted and you're feeling segmented from other humans, then that power could be expressed really in a awful way. So my absolute highest intention for you, Aquarian folk, and Aquarian ascendant people, is to feel the connectedness back in yourself. It's unfortunate that, you know, Saturn's gone through and now Pluto's come through, and it almost feels like you've been the test bed for a great big human experiment. It feels like the energy that has been that you've been born into has almost been part of a human experiment to see, let's see how much pressure we can put under people who, you know, because we're all fragmented. We've all got these little chinks in our armor. We've all got that. That's part of being human, right? But it's like something has spoken to you, in particular, the Aquarian energy, and it's really tried to separate you from your other humans. And that's where it needs to end. Let it go. Reconnect to yourself first, really fully. Love the part of you that doesn't agree with how you think things should be. Love the parts of you that you maybe feel ashamed of. Love the parts of you that you felt blamed about. Don't feel the shame anymore. Let it go. Like, return it to sender. Say, okay, I'm done with you, shame. Go back to where you came from. It's not for me. It's not my game anymore. And then as you start to accept yourself, the Pluto in Aquarius will go so much smoother, and you'll be transforming yourself into a person who lives in possibility, a person who lives in magnitude and greatness, a person who absolutely creates change for others in such a beautiful and spectacular way. And trust me, I don't think you'll have any regrets. In fact, I'm really excited now. So I'm going to leave that there. Lots of love. So there you have it. That was my combined message for you at this time. Like I said, Chiron and Jupiter are giving us the inspiration for healing that's showing up in our lives right now. Saturn's coming in to help us formalize things. And in the areas where we're not happy to formalize them, it's tripping us up a little bit and showing us where we're restricted. So if you are feeling restricted, it's because there's a Saturn thing. You know, you're being asked to take more responsibility on somewhere. And then Pluto is moving into a space to transform us beyond anything that we can even imagine. So, you know, we are talking about deep psyche work going on at the moment. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. If there's anything I can do to help, just drop me a line. You can reach me at feelgoodastrology.com, and I will be very happy to help guide you through this process, either on a one-on-one basis, or even in a membership. There's all different ways I can help you, but just stay in contact. And if you found this useful and you think other people find it useful, then please do feel free to share. I really, really appreciate that. Anyway, lots and lots of love to you. Thank you so much for connecting, and hopefully I'll be connected again real soon with you. Bye for now.
You've been listening to the Feel Good Astrology podcast with Louisa Munson. To request your personal reading, go to feelgoodastrology.com.